Hey guys, welcome back to TNZ Travel. My name is Tristan, and if you are new to our channel, get ready to watch our adventures around the world. Now before we hop into today's video, if you guys are new and love travel as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you know when our next video will post. So our last couple of videos have been us doing our travels in Western USA. Now, still because of COVID, we can't go to other countries, so today's video is going to be focused on something closer to home. We both grew up in Northern Virginia, and it is a great location if you guys want to get to some hiking, some camping, and possibly even some snow sports. Because we are super close to the Shenandoah National Park and Luray, Virginia. By super close, I mean about like an hour to an hour and a half, but you know, it's not that bad. But today's video are going to be the top things to do in Shenandoah National Park and Luray, Virginia. Now this really takes me back to when I was a kid. Me and the family used to always go up to Luray to do a whole bunch of things. The number one thing was Yogi Bear campground. We used to go there in the fall time around my birthday since I was born in October and celebrate with my entire side of my dad's family. We would stay in the comfort cabin, so it wasn't absolutely luxurious, but we weren't also staying in tents. The cabins were really cute, they're really comfortable, we decorated them with lights, had the little campfires outside of them. It was a great time. But Yogi Bear Campground has tent camping, has RV hookups, has cabin camping, and luxury cabin camping. But other than actually sleeping there, there are a ton of things to do. They have an entire water park for you guys to go to. Got laser tag, zip lines, gem mining, mini golf, nature trails, tons of games, and lots of arts and crafts opportunities if you ever feel like you don't want to just throw a frisbee or be by the fire. Now, Yogi Bear Campground is definitely not the cheapest of places to stay. I will have to tell you that. So if you're looking for more of a luxurious camping to kind of go all out with, Yogi Bear Campground is the place to be. Another fun thing to go to is the Luray Caverns. Now, it is $30 per adult and $15 per kid. So again, not the cheapest excursion to do, but it is really fun and mystical to be underground and see all the formations. So obviously a thing to do there is the caverns, and that would take a long time with the tours, but they also have a little museum for historic vehicles. They have a gem sluice so you guys can kind of pan for gems. They have a maze, some rope adventures, cute shops, places to eat, and more. Since I was one of those big collectors of rocks, you know, just the pretty ones that you would find in the store, that was a favorite place for me to go. Another place where you guys can stay and have a lot of fun is the Massanutten Resort. Now this is where you guys can kind of get into a more colder climate because they have all these snowboarding, skiing, ice skating, snow tubing adventures. Now I'm not big into snowboarding or skiing, I'd like to one day, but I did the snow tubing with my sister and it was a lot of fun. They do also have a water park, some golf courses, some biking trails, even escape rooms, some virtual reality, and a bunch of places to arts and crafts as well. So if you guys are looking to do something more outdoorsy and in the forest, Yogi Bear Campground is a good option, but if you guys are looking to get more into the snowboarding, skiing type of adventure, Massanutten is perfect for you. So let's get into Shenandoah National Park. Now there are a ton of trails to go on, and I could list all of them, but I won't because it would take forever. So I'm just going to list my favorite things. The first one is just driving down Skyline Drive. This is a 105-mile drive, which takes you all the way from one side of Shenandoah to the other. It has a ton of overlook points where you guys can kind of take your car and veer off on the side. And it's also a great location to catch the sunrise if you don't feel like hiking. So the top trails in Shenandoah National Park that I've been to, first is Old Rag Mountain. Now everybody is always going to talk about Old Rag Mountain if they've been to Shenandoah National Park. It's a medium to strenuous hike. It really depends on if you guys are going to be doing the whole 9-mile circuit or the 5.4-mile out and back. Now this has stunning views of Shenandoah just like every other trail that we have here, but is definitely a fan favorite of most. A trail that I've recently been on that I really love is Little Stony Man Trail. This is definitely easier compared to the Old Rag Mountain. It is a 3.4-mile loop, and I actually don't think I've been on the whole entire loop. There are multiple ways to go, so you definitely want to make sure you take a photo of the map before you head up. But if you go up and you kind of stay to the left and the right, then you guys can get to this false overlook. And then if you backtrack a little and you go up a little further, you'll get to the actual Little Stony Man overlook. Now if you guys get there about a day or two after it rains, you might be lucky enough to see little pools sitting up there at the overlook. It is definitely an Instagrammable spot. One thing I do have to say, I tested my new GoPro Hero 9 out on this trail, and I am so impressed with the video quality and stabilization. If you guys have not got a GoPro for your travel adventures, I highly recommend it. Also, one thing to note, if you guys are going to the Little Stony Man Trail, there is limited parking at the trailhead, so make sure you guys get there early so you guys don't have to park far away and walk even further. Another popular trail is Mary's Rock Trail. Now there are like 4 different options for this trail, going from easy to harder because it just is a longer length. The shortest length is a 2.8-mile trail, and this starts from the Meadow Spring parking. There's also a 3.7-mile round trip. This starts from the Panorama parking. There is a 6-mile hike that starts from the Jewel Hollow overlook, and then a 9-mile hike, which starts from Buck Hollow. Either way, you'll make it to the scenic overlook, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And the last trail that I really like is Hawksbill Mountain Trail. This is a nice short trail. It is only 1.5 miles, so if you're looking for something easy to do and just kind of get out to get some exercise, this is the perfect trail. Now since it is winter time right now, just double check on what trails are open and what parts of Skyline Drive might be closed. The conditions can get really rough on those roads. There's tons of ice and icicles that can drop from the tunnels that you guys are going through. If you guys have some extra time, definitely try to make it over to some of the wineries and the apple orchards, as you can pick some apples that are just delicious. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Shenandoah has a ton of more things to do, so definitely do your research, see what fits best for your itinerary and whoever's going. It's a great place to bring your whole entire family or just go with you and maybe even a pet. With COVID going on, I hope you guys are adventuring more of your own backyard, and if you live in Virginia and haven't been to Shenandoah National Park, please do yourself a favor and go. We need to get out of the house just a little bit, breathe that fresh air, be a part of nature, and just see the beauty that's still out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. Hopefully next time I can do a video with Zach, since it is T and Z travel, not just T, right? So I gotta get him in next time. But I'll talk to you guys later.